Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
To throw is Harris. To throw on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And now as we get toward the home stretch here, the regular season, Charles, let's take a look at the list of key inactives for them in this one.
Yeah, and after almost a full season of physical games, you know you're going to have some guys missing during the final weeks of the season. Nature of how we play this sport. Every team, you've got to be prepared to handle them. And the teams that focus on handling it, focus on guys getting ready to play, even if they're not starters, those are the ones that weather the storm.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Rich. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, it's Stanley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Looking to throw. Rich.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Harris, off play action, rolling to his left. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Off play action. Rich. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
22 is the line to gain here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run on first down. Stanley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Stanley. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. On first down, it's Stanley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Rich looking middle, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Harris on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Harris. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now Harris to throw on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Harris. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Rich. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Rich got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Back to throw. Rich. Complete to Newsom.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down now, it's Stanley. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Rich. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back to throw. Rich. The left side throw complete to Adams. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point safely through, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Harris now throwing to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
To throw is Harris. To throw on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be Falcon football. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets around him. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there, but couldn't bust free. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Harris. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Harris on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, they'll go and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here's Harris looking to throw on second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Back to throw. Harris. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 110 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On first down, Rich escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
Throwing on first down, Rich. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Stanley.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. On 3rd and 2, Rich. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Now for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Now Harris throwing after the interception. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Harris now throwing on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw is Harris. To throw on second down.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks are in a position where they need to win out and get some help. But a victory there does improve their mark to 6-7. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To throw on second down. Rich, he finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, Rich. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Rich, he finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
They'll try again.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Harris looking for his slot man, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Harris on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Here's Harris looking to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burgess.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Looking to throw. Harris.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Now Harris off the play fake. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw. Harris. And that is incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And his kick is good. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Falcons ready to take over.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down, it's Stanley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw on 3rd down. Rich, flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Stanley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 3rd down, it's Stanley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Up the middle they go. Dent, and a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Rich.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rich. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Falcons just continue to roll.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's got his man on the out route.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Off the bootleg. Harris sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. It's Burgess.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Harris. He finds his man complete. That's Burgess.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harris now to throw on 2nd down.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
To throw is Harris on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Harris. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made.